Hello students, now let us talk about electrode potential. Before we go to the actual definition of this electrode potential, let us try to understand how this electrode potential is developed. Now electrode potential it develops when there is a separation of positive and negative charges. Separation of charges mean positive and negative of course. So when there is a separation of positive and negative charges, there is a development of electrode potential. Now, if you take an example, if you take a container here in which you are dipped a metal rod, suppose zinc rod is dipped in its electrolyte solution of its own ions, that is zinc sulfate, and if this is kept immersed in this, so before this you should remember anode it is a negative electrode where oxidation is occurring, and cathode is positive electrode where there is a reduction. So what happens at this particular in this particular container? So the ions, that is zinc ions, these are coming out from the zinc rod and they will pass into the solution, that is zinc sulfate. So during this passing of this zinc ions from the zinc rod, means actually these atoms are getting converted into ions. Means zinc atoms, those are getting converted into ions, and these ions are passing into the solution of this zinc sulfate with loss of electrons. Means zinc metal will be converted into zinc ions by loss of electron. That is what we call as the oxidation. The process is oxidation. Now, when you talk about this actual process, that there is some more factors which are responsible for this phenomenon to occur. That is the solution pressure. Solution pressure is nothing but a tendency to convert metal into ions. Means zinc metal, it is getting converted into its respective ions because the solution pressure of the zinc sulfate solution is responsible for that. Other thing you should know, that is the osmotic pressure. That we have talked about this in chapter solution. That is what is the solution pressure and what is this osmotic pressure. But in view of this electrochemistry, you can write osmotic pressure, that is the tendency to convert ions into its metal. Now, if this solution pressure it is greater than osmotic pressure for this particular situation, if the solution pressure is greater than osmotic pressure, what is solution pressure? That is tendency to convert metal into its ions. So you can see here, metal it is getting converted into its respective ions, and the process occurring here it is oxidation. So what is the result of this? These two electrons which are lost while converting metal into its ions, those will be deposited at this electrode. And the zinc rod will now it will become negatively one. So the negative charge is accumulated on this zinc rod. And the zinc ions, it will be passed into the solution, and this solution of zinc sulfate will become positively charged. So this is nothing but what we call as the separation of ions. So this separation of ions, it is responsible for the development of electrode potential or the potential development. And this is happening at the electrode, so that is what we call as the electrode potential. This is happening at anode. Remember, this is the situation at anode. Now, when we just remember that this is important for you. Solution pressure, if it is greater than osmotic pressure, the ions will be coming out from the metal or the zinc rod in this particular case, and they will pass into the solution. Means conversion of metal or an atom into its ion. This is possible if solution pressure is greater than osmotic pressure, and this is happening at anode. That is what we call as an oxidation, because the electrons are lost, and these lost electrons they will be accumulated on this negative or the on this electrode, that is zinc rod, and it becomes negatively charged one. So it is called as an anode in case of galvanic cell. There is a development of negative charge on this. Now we'll proceed further now for the what is happening during the reduction. Now this here, the before proceeding for the reduction, I just want to add something about the equilibrium. So this repulsion, there will be repulsion between the positively charged ion from the solution and the positively charged ions which are transferred into the solution from the rod. Means if you go to the first slide, that is there is a formation of this positively charged ions here, and this positively charged ions from this solution and which are coming from this metal into the solution, they will be repelled by one another because both are having this positive charge, and the point will reach where there will be no further dissociation of this. Means this zinc rod will not further dissociate into its ion. Okay, so that point what we call as the equilibrium is reached. And during this, one more thing I want to add here, when this metal rod or the metal atoms, it discharges into this zinc ions, means the weight of this zinc rod, it will go on decreasing. So the weight of zinc rod decreases in this oxidation process. Okay, now here there will be repulsion, and due to this repulsion the equilibrium is attained in this case. Now what about this cathode? What is happening at cathode? We are talking about anode. Now cathode, if you take in another container, of course those two containers will be joined to one another through voltmeter to complete the circuit, and the salt which bridge will be uh, just added to that to connect the two cells together, but we're talking them individually. So what is happening at this cathode? So if you take another container and if you have taken copper sulfate into this container and this into this copper sulfate solution, if you add immerse copper rod into this, so the ions from this solution, that is copper sulfate, these are transferred towards the metal rod. Means the solution, it will dissociate at Cu2 plus, and this Cu2 plus ion will try to be deposited on this copper rod. And due to this, the weight of this copper rod, it will increase. And these copper ions, which are discharged from this copper sulfate solution, those will be converted into solid copper by gain of electron, isn't it? So this copper 2 plus ions, which are formed by this dissociation of this copper sulfate, it loses electrons, and those electrons will be there in the solution. So this solution now becomes negatively charged, and as the copper ions are just transferring towards this metal rod, that is copper rod, so there will be development of the positive charge on this copper rod, and positively charged electrode now we'll call it as a cathode, and this is happening by gain of electron. Means those electrons which are lost from this copper sulfate solution, those will be gained by this copper ions and will be deposited on this copper rod. And this deposition, it increases the weight of copper rod. So why this is happening? Exactly opposite thing is happening here in case of reduction or at cathode, because this solution pressure, it is less than osmotic pressure. So solution pressure, if it is less than osmotic pressure, means the tendency of this ions to transfer from the solution towards the metal rod, it will increase because solution will not accept this electrons. Means the flow from this rod to the solution, it is not possible. Rather, the ions from the solution, it will be transferred towards metal rod. So this transfer, it is from this to this. Okay. So due to this, what is happening? There will be development of the positive charge because the positively charged ions, those are attracted or transferred towards this rod, and it develops the positive charge on the metal rod, that is copper rod, and it becomes now positively charged, which acts as a cathode here. And there is a charge separation, positive and negative charges. So those negative charges I showed here, this is from the electrons which are lost here from the solution. Copper sulfate, it dissociates as Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus. So these two electrons which are lost, those are there in the solution. So the charge separation develops a potential on this electron. Okay, and this lost electron, those will be gained by this copper ions and converted into copper solid, which is deposited here. This is what we call as the reduction, and this is happening because solution pressure is less than the osmotic pressure. So here I'll just give you the quick revision of this so that you will be more clear with this. Because solution pressure, if it is more, it will convert metal into ions. If it is less, it will convert ions into its metal because this osmotic pressure is more. So ions will be converted to its metal. Okay. So this is happening in case of reduction at cathode. So again, it will attain this also reduction process. It will also attain or it will reach equilibrium because the potential negative charges from the electrons, these negative charges from the electrons here, and the lost electrons from these ions, those will be repelled, which are in the solution, and this repulsion will lead to the equilibrium. So you can write here this equilibrium reaction for this. After some time, it will reach the equilibrium. So in this way, there is a development of the electrode potential. So in short, electrode potential is happening just due to the separation of charges. Here there is a positive charge and here there is a negative charge in the solution. So charges are separated and this charge separation results in the development of the potential, what we call as the electrode potential. Similarly, with this, in case of anode or in case of oxidation also, there will be charge separation. So this charge separation also will result here. You can see this is a negatively charged electrode in case of anode and this positively charged. So the charge separation also responsible for the development of the potential, what we call as the electrode potential. So at each electrode electrolyte interface, we proceed for the next. You just remember here, there is a weight of the copper rod, it will increase. And in case of anode, the weight of that zinc rod, it will decrease. Okay. So in case of this electrolyte interface, so here in case of this, we are taken electrode as zinc and electrolyte zinc sulfate. Electrode, we are taken copper and electrolyte copper sulfate. So at this interface, there is a tendency of metal ion from the solution to deposit on the metal electrode. Okay, so it will trying to make the electrode positively charged. This is happening with the reduction. Remember, when the metal ions are converted into metal, the process is happening due to gain of electron, and gain of electron is nothing but reduction. Just now we are seeing. Now the second thing arises, metal atoms of the electrode, they have tendency to go into the solution as ions and they leave behind electrons at the electrode. And that is why the anode, it becomes negative electrode. We are seeing this thing. And this anode, it is a negatively charged, and this process we call it as an oxidation. So due to this, there is a development of the potential difference and that leads to the development of electrode potential. So there exists a potential difference between the two electrodes, and as soon as the switch is on the electrons will flow from the, so the potential difference is developed between the electrodes and electrolyte, and that is what we call as the electrode potential. Now the flow of electrons, it will be always from the negative to positive electron. Which one is the negative electrode? Negative electrode is always, in case of galvanic cell, it is anode. So electrons will flow from anode to cathode. In this case, it is anode is negative. In case of cathode, it is positive electrode. Exactly opposite is the case with the electrolytic cell, remember. So the flow of electrons will be from negative to positive electrode, and the direction of current flow is opposite to that. It means the current will flow from positive to negative electrode, means from cathode to anode here. So in this way, you can understand how the potential is developed at electrode. Now, this potential difference or the potential associated with the reduction reaction, it is called as a reduction potential. I'll add a slide here. So the potential developed at the or the potential associated with the reduction reaction, it is called as the reduction potential. So reduction potential, it is associated with the reduction reaction. Okay. And the potential associated with the oxidation reaction, it is called as an oxidation potential. Oxidation potential. So reduction potential means it is associated with the reduction, and oxidation means it is associated with the oxidation. Now, what is the cell potential? Cell potential or the EMF, that is electromotive force, it's the addition of this potential, that is oxidation potential and reduction potential. So you can write E cell will be equal to E oxidation plus E reduction. Okay, so this is your reduction potential and this is oxidation potential and this will be reduction potential. Isn't it? Means this is positive electrode and this is the negative electrode. This is positive and this is negative electrode. So in galvanic cell, electrons are generated at anode. So electrons are generated at anode. In case of galvanic cell, I am talking about this. Electrons are generated at anode. And these electrons move through the external circuit to the cathode. I told this earlier also. And the cell potential, it is the, now what is this cell potential? Cell potential, it is the force. It is the force that pushes electrons which are generated at anode. So that force that pushes electrons away from anode and pulls them towards cathode. That is a positive. Cathode means positive and this is negative. Okay. Now this at cathode, these electrons are consumed. At cathode, electrons are consumed or utilized and will be converted into atoms. Ions will be converted into atoms. Now anode has negative potential with respect to solution. So you can write one more thing. Anode has negative potential with respect to solution. I told this earlier also. How these ions are discharged into the solution and how these ions from the solution are attracted or transferred towards metal rod. And cathode has positive potential with respect to solution. Okay. Now, while constructing galvanic cells from two electrodes, just we proceed further now. Add one more slide here. So, when the galvanic cell is constructed, the electrode with a higher standard potential. So when we say standard potential, we always, according to IUPAC convention, we always use standard reduction potential. So SRP means standard reduction potential. So the electrode with the higher standard reduction potential is cathode. Remember, this is important. Electrode with the higher standard reduction potential is cathode in case of galvanic cell, and with the lower standard potential means nothing but the standard reduction potential. So according to IUPAC convention, we'll be expressing electrode potential in terms of reduction potential only. Is anode, which is a negative one. So as soon as the switch is on, the electrons, it will flow from negative to positive electron. I told this thing. And the direction of current flow, it is opposite to that of electron flow, means from cathode to anode. Now, how this can be further simplified, that is E0 oxidation. When I write here E0 means at the standard condition, means at 25 degrees Celsius, 1 atmospheric pressure and so on, at standard condition. So this will be a standard oxidation potential. Okay. This is standard oxidation potential. And E0 reduction, this will be a standard reduction potential. Okay. Standard reduction potential. At the standard condition means 1 molar concentration, temperature will be 25 degrees Celsius and pressure will be 1 atmospheric pressure. So these are the standard conditions. And the voltage measured under this standard condition is called standard potential. Now, E0 cell, you will write as, this is the addition of these two. Means if we add these two things together, E0 oxidation, because the potential is developed at the cathode and as anode. So the potential of the cell, that will be the addition of the oxidation potential and the reduction potential. So you can write here E0 oxidation. Oxidation is happening at anode, plus here you can write E0 reduction. 0 means this, it indicates the standard condition, that is at cathode. Okay. Now, according to IUPAC convention, as I told, the standard potential of an electrode, it is taken as standard reduction potential. Whenever I say standard potential, it means that it is standard reduction potential. That is, in short, can be written as SRP. Now, the standard of, if for example, standard oxidation potential of zinc 2 plus, if I have this electrode like this, and if its standard oxidation potential for this particular electrode, if it is given as plus 0.764, suppose. So the standard reduction potential for this particular electrode, standard reduction potential for this will be, for this same electrode, I can write here, this will be equal to minus 0.76. Means just you reverse the sign of this. If it is plus, oxidation potential is plus. So the reduction potential for the same cell would be minus. So now this equation, which if I number this as equation 1, so this equation can be written as, I'll write it short now, E0 cell will be equal to, instead of this E0 oxidation, I can write here minus of E0 reduction for anode. Because as I told, this according to IUPAC, the standard potential should be always expressed in terms of standard reduction potential. So we can replace this oxidation potential by this reduction potential. But for this purpose, we need to just inverse the sign of this. If it is positive, then it should be written negative here. So the minus E0 reduction at anode plus same as it is, this E0 reduction at cathode. Okay. Now you can further write the same equation at E0 cell, that will be equal to, now just reverse the things, E0 cathode. So plus minus, that will become minus E0 cathode, which is plus, cathode means plus positive electrode, minus, so this minus sign here, plus sign here, plus minus minus you can write, that will be E0 anode. Anode means here it is a negative electrode. So in this way, this equation can be used to solve the numericals or the MCQs based on this. Okay. Now in galvanic cell, important thing, here just remember at the electrode with lower oxidation potential. Just bring here and paint also. hint also. In case of galvanic cell, in galvanic cell, the electrode with, right, electrode with lower standard reduction potential. Remember, standard reduction potential. I'm writing short, that is SRP. Lower standard reduction potential. If this is the situation, oxidation takes place. Remember, this is very important. Oxidation takes place. Oxidation takes place. And at oxidation takes place at anode. So it acts as anode. Remember. So you can write in short, that is LOAN, load. Remember this way. L, it stands for left, because we always represent anode to the left hand side. O, here it means oxidation. A means A stands for anode, and N stands for negative. So just remember this LOAN, load. Exactly opposite will be the case with the cathode. So electrode with the electrode with higher standard reduction potential. SRP means standard reduction potential. Reduction takes place. Reduction takes place, and the electrode, it will act as cathode. It acts as cathode. So for this you can write RRCP. So this R stands for the right hand side. It's always cathode is at right hand side. This particular R, this is for reduction. C means it is cathode, and P stands for positive. So you remember these two things, LON, loan, and RRCP. So that you will be clear with this diagram.